Welcome to Frywall Fridays. Today I'm excited to be making one of the all-time favorite dishes in my household, Italian escarole and rice soup. It's a classic dish in Italy and one that more Americans should know. The ingredient list can't get much easier. We have our escarole here from the farmer's market, an onion, some butter, some broth, some short grain Italian rice, and then some Parmigiano Reggiano. I'll wash that escarole and we'll get chopping. I'm going to start by chopping half an onion medium fine, and then I'm going to grate about 2 ounces of the Parmesan Reggiano cheese. And finally, I'm going to chop the escarole. For this, I'm going to line up the escarole so I have all the ends together. Probably do about half the head at a time, like that. And once I have them aligned like this, it's going to make it chopping a lot quicker and more efficient. So have it like that, turn it over, roll it up, hold it firmly, and then I'm going to cut it into about 1/2 inch strips. I have my heat set to medium. I'm going to go ahead and add the butter, and once it's melted, I will add the onions and cook them until they're translucent and start getting yellow. That looks great. I'm going to add the escarole at this point and just dump it all in. This is where the Frywall really helps out. And I'm going to add a pinch of salt. With a pair of tongs, I will mix up the escarole and keep on turning it so that the escarole is covered in the onions and the butter from the bottom of the pan. That looks great. It's starting to wilt down. At this point, I'm going to add just about a 1/2 cup of the broth and cover the pan here and let it cook for about 25 minutes or until everything is nicely wilted. I'll check in every 5 or 10 minutes to make sure things are cooking down properly, and I will set the heat to low. My escarole was super fresh, so it only took about 15 minutes to get it perfectly tender. At this point, I'm going to add the rest of my broth, the rice, give that a nice mix, make sure that everything is submerged. I'm going to turn the heat to high, and once I've brought it to a boil, I'll turn it down, partially cover it, and let the rice cook for about 20 minutes until it's just al dente. The rice is cooked at this point. The soup smells great. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in the cheese. That's about half the cheese there. Give it a nice swirl. Turn off the heat. Add the rest of the cheese, and we are done. If this doesn't get your pickiest eaters loving greens, nothing will. Wow. All right. Buon appetito. Enjoy.